I was able to go from struggling with being on social media too much to reducing my average time being on social media in half in about 28 days. And this is how I did it. We all love YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms. I particularly love YouTube. But one of the things I started to realize over this past year is that I really started to struggle with my management of time on all the platforms. And I realized not only was it messing up my day, but it was also impacting my cognitive function. And I looked up some studies, and man, there are studies out there that talk about how people that are on social media a lot, that it impacts their capacity to make quick decisions. They feel more fatigue. They feel more anxious. They struggle with attention. They struggle with memory recall, long-term recall and short-term recall. And I was just like, I don't want that. I want to be able to have healthy cognitive function. So I did a little bit of research and I discovered Brick, and that's something that I've mentioned in a previous video. And what Brick is essentially is this device that you can set in a way where you're able to block certain apps on your phone. And what you end up doing is once you've set it up on the native app that's connected to the Brick device, you're able to take your phone and literally scan the Brick with your phone. And once you do that, the apps go dark, meaning that if you try to click on them, a little window will pop up and be like, your phone has been bricked. And I love it. I love the way that this is set up. You take that brick and you move it to a part of the house or a place that you have to walk over to it in order to be able to scan it to reactivate the apps. So I've been using that for about 28 days, and it has cut my social media time in half. And I know this because on the app, you're able to see the amount of time that you have been that your phone has been bricked. And so every day now I make it a point to shoot for a certain amount of time that I brick the phone. So for example, my average time that I try to shoot for is about 5 hours. So I'm saying from the beginning of the day, I go and I break my phone, I work, and then at certain points in the day, I might activate it, give myself a break, watch for a couple minutes, and then re-brick my phone and then go back to what I was doing. And man alive, it has changed the game for me. I don't feel nearly as addicted to it. I feel like there's a sense of self-control. Like I don't need to have my phone in front of me. I don't need to be checking my notifications for anything. I can be engaged in what I'm doing. And I really, really, really appreciate it. It's worked very, very well for me. And one of the things I also like about it is that it's changed my perspective on like how to track this as a habit. So for me, instead of saying I need to go X amount of days without scrolling on my phone on social media, now it's I want to shoot for about 5 hours or 6 hours of brick time a day. That's the goal. And sometimes I'll reach for my phone and I'll be like, oh, my phone's been bricked for 5 hours. And then I'll ask myself, can I get 6 hours? Can I get 7 hours? So it's really cool. It's a really cool thing. I know this video is running a little bit long, and normally I'd go, oh, I'm gonna stop it, stop at the 2-minute mark, but I just felt like it was really important to speak to it. So I encourage you guys to look into Brick for yourself. I'm sure there are other ways to manage social media. I know there's like designated apps, but I think having that physical ability to deactivate and put that put the brick or put the item that's holding the apps in another place really does go a long way. At least it's super helpful for me. So thank you for letting me share.